Hey guys, have you ever had those moments where you know exactly what you should be doing, but somehow you just don't do it? You open your laptop, ready to work. You even feel motivated for a second. And then, 5 minutes later, you're scrolling, watching random videos, telling yourself, just one more. Or you plan to go to the gym. You imagine the workout. You know it's good for you. But when it's time to move, your body suddenly feels heavier than usual. Your mind starts negotiating, and somehow you stay exactly where you are. And the worst part? You're fully aware of it. You know you're wasting time. You know you're avoiding something, but you still do it anyway. It feels like laziness. It feels like a lack of discipline. But what if I told you this isn't a flaw? What if this is actually your brain working perfectly? Here's something uncomfortable, but important. Your brain was never designed for the life you're trying to live. It wasn't built for long-term goals, career planning, self-improvement, or becoming the best version of yourself. It was built for one thing: survival. And for most of human history, survival was simple. Use as little energy as possible. Avoid unnecessary danger. Take rewards the moment they appear. That's it. No 5-year plans, no productivity systems, no grind mindset. Just stay alive. So when you sit there, avoiding hard work, choosing comfort, delaying effort, you're not failing. You're following a system that has kept humans alive for thousands of years. The problem is, that system hasn't updated, but your life has. Now let's go deeper. Your brain runs on a reward system, and the chemical behind it is dopamine. Most people think dopamine is about pleasure. It's not. It's about desire. It's what makes you want something, what pulls your attention, what keeps you coming back. And your brain has one rule: the faster the reward, the better. So what happens in modern life? You're surrounded by instant rewards, short videos, endless scrolling, fast food, quick entertainment. They require almost zero effort, but give you immediate stimulation. Your brain loves that. Now compare that to real growth. Learning a skill, building something meaningful, improving your body, fixing your life. These don't give you instant results. They're slow, uncertain, and often uncomfortable. So your brain does something very logical. It pulls you away from the hard path and pushes you toward the easy one. Not because it hates you, but because it's doing its job. Now this is where things get misunderstood. People call it self-sabotage, but your brain doesn't see it that way. From your brain's perspective, it's protection. Think about it. Whenever you're about to do something difficult, something uncertain, something that might fail, your brain evaluates the situation, and it sees high energy cost, unpredictable outcome, possible emotional pain. So what does it do? It creates resistance. You suddenly feel tired. You lose focus. You start overthinking simple things. You find distractions that feel urgent. It's subtle, but it's powerful. Because if you don't act, you can't fail. And if you can't fail, you're safe. That's the logic your brain follows. Here's where it becomes dangerous. Every time you give in to comfort, your brain learns something. It learns that avoiding discomfort works. So the next time you feel stress, pressure, or uncertainty, it pushes you to escape faster and easier. Over time, this becomes a loop. You feel discomfort. You avoid it. You feel temporary relief. Your brain remembers that relief and reinforces the behavior. So gradually, comfort becomes your default state. You stop pushing yourself, you stop taking risks, you start choosing the easier version of everything. And life doesn't collapse overnight. It just slowly becomes smaller, less exciting, less meaningful, less alive. Here's the truth most people try to avoid. Anything that actually changes your life will feel uncomfortable. Not sometimes, always. There is no version of growth that feels natural in the beginning, because you're literally going against your brain's default programming. So that resistance you feel, that hesitation, that urge to quit, that's not a sign you're doing something wrong. It's a sign you're doing something unfamiliar. And unfamiliar feels like danger to your brain. But in reality, that's where growth starts. So what do you do with all of this? You don't wait to feel ready. You don't try to eliminate resistance. That won't work. Instead, you learn to recognize it. You notice when your brain is trying to pull you away. You catch that moment, and you act anyway. Not big actions, small ones. One step, one task, one decision. Because action breaks the loop, not motivation, not thinking. Action. At the end of the day, your brain will always try to keep you safe, but safe doesn't mean fulfilled. Safe doesn't mean successful. At some point, you have to decide, do you follow what feels comfortable, or do you build something real? Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.